Hey everyone, welcome back to Alf's Mustang Garage. Today we're going to be working on replacing some front shocks on a 67 Mustang Coupe. Something that should be, fairly easy to do. Anyone at home should be able to knock out this job with, just some basic hand tools. And very common for these shocks to go bad, especially over the years. So I'm going to show you, what I do. Maybe a couple little tricks here and there, and get these shocks replaced. I'm only going to do the one side to keep the video short, and then of course, procedure is the same for both sides. So, anyways, let's jump right in. Okay, so here's the top of your shock tower. This is going to be pretty similar on all your classic Mustangs here. So, 1/2 inch ratchet and socket, and then pull the top bolts out here. That is not an original bolt, in case you were wondering. That's just a replacement bolt with the same threads. That looks like an original bolt. Okay, so now your top is undone. We're going to remove this top part and switch to a 9/16 socket. Okay, so right now I have this car up in the air. It's not. I have this car up in the air. It's not on the ground. It's on the lift. So what I'm doing is going to put a floor jack on the lower control arm to raise it up to simulate as if the wheel was on the ground. That way it takes the tension off this shock and I can get this piece out. See how the shock kind of loosens up like that. Okay, so you can pull the top of that shock out with this and then just kind of fish it out, but they do come out. You just gotta find the right spot as far as getting it to come out. It's like a little puzzle. But anyway, so that is off. Now your shock is completely free up here at the top, and there are two nuts down the bottom. The shock has 2 studs on them, so we're going to get those 2 nuts. We're going to lift the car up in the air and get those 2 studs. Okay, we are up in the air now. So we have a nut right here, and also right there. So okay, so those 2 nuts and this shock absorber is free. Problem with these shocks is, you're exposed to the elements here. So if you're super rusty on these studs and nuts, put a little heat on it. You know, I mean, the worst thing that could happen is they break, but, you know, usually if you're taking these out, you're putting new ones on anyways. But if they're giving you some trouble, just put some heat on it. Heat does wonders. So now this outside nut is your easy one to get to. The wheel off. It's perfectly exposed. It's just right there. So very, very easy to get to. So the part that people struggle with is the inside one, because now you're working in here on the inside. So what I do, and not a lot of people have the luxury of a 2-post lift in their garage, you're going to have to get the car up in the air, and of course you're going to safely secure the car, and then what you can do is actually put a floor jack on this control arm and lift it up to simulate as if it was on the road. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. Okay, so we're lifting the control arm up. You want to be careful doing this because you want to make sure the car is secure if you're working on the ground and laying on your back. So make sure that's good and secure. But what it's done is it's raised the upper control arm up so that you can actually get more access, and you can actually use an extension with a socket and get right up in there. Okay, sometimes you can kind of get hung up by the old metal and rubber washers that are in there, or metal washers and rubber bushings. So sometimes they can kind of hang you up, but pry bar and just some patience will get that to work out. Anyways, there's a good look at the inner stud on there. So that's the one that a lot of people can fight with. So anyways, once all that stuff's out of the way, you can now lift this shock right up and out of the top like that. So, and then your new one will drop down in. So let's pull that old one out and get your new one in. Okay, and there's your shock absorber right out the top. I think these ones are done for. So usually when you push them all the way down, they usually come back up. But as you can see, time has taken its toll on these old shocks. Okay, you got your grommet on there, got your metal washer on there, got your nut on there. Snug these up nice. Okay, and your bottom is in and tight. Okay, we're back up top. I'm going to put my floor jack underneath the control arm again. I'm going to raise this shock absorber up. Okay, gives us a little bit more room to work with. Okay, just so you know, on the bottom, if you just get the nuts started and not necessarily tighten them, you won't fight it up top like that. So that's the trick to get those in. Get everything started before you tighten everything. And that is your front shock replacement on pretty much all your 60s Mustangs. Fairly simple to do, and doesn't take too much of your time. So thanks for watching, appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.